Hey guys, welcome back to another video, and today I want to share this new to me John boat and why I chose it to be an all-around great hunting slash fishing boat, especially when you're trying to launch from trails, things of that nature. Basically a really good swamp boat. A couple of weeks ago I put a poll on YouTube basically saying, do you want one video or a mini-series? Y'all voted the mini-series. So there's going to be plenty to come. Today we're going to do an introduction. We're going to do a walk around on this particular boat, some of the features on it, as well as what I was looking for. Here it is in all its glory. This is a 1542 Alumacraft 2015 hull, I want to say. For the trailer, we got a Magic Tilt galvanized 2016. And on the back, we got a Suzuki 15 horsepower. That's also 2016. We're going to get to all that in a second. So when it came to this boat, I wanted something up here because my other boat, it's got a 40 horsepower on it. It's got electric trim and tilt. It's heavy, and although it's welded and it can work up here, it's not the best. I had a 1542 topper tracker, and that thing, while it wasn't great for longer drives or, rivers or choppy water because the rivets started leaking quite a bit, it was perfect up here. Super easy to launch, super easy to take care of, and plenty of space for any hunting and fishing, plus 2 or 3 people with you. So, buying this used, one of the benefits is there was a lot of work put in this beforehand. I am the 4th owner at this point, but they went ahead and put this deck in. They also put a seat pedestal fish finder. That's going to be great for brim fishing, and this will be nice for brim fishing and catfish jugging, being able to work it right at the front of the boat. Extended the platform back, which I absolutely love, and it's good quality aluminum. It's not going anywhere. So I got some underneath storage, another battery box with a switch, and no, I do not have to charge these batteries separately. There is 2 batteries. They went ahead and also had a bank charger. Super nice feature. First time I've ever had one of those in a John boat. It's going to be hard to live without one at this point. EVA flooring to keep your feet cool while not absolutely necessary. It is a nice touch, again, that was already done. Also have a middle pedestal for an additional person. Whenever I go hunting, I usually end up using this storage for any game. It fits out perfectly with my weight in the back, evens out the weight distribution quite a bit. Down the back here, we obviously have the cockpit, plenty of room to move around. I can fit plenty of gear in here. I just got to square this away. And then we have 2 other seat positions. This one's good for driving. However, if I'm ready to fish, put a seat pedestal in the back. You can easily have someone brim fishing from the back and the bow, or the bow and the stern. Finally, when we get to the back here, we have our compartment. 3 gallons of gas. Really, for a hunting boat, you don't need any more than this with a little 15 or 20 on the back. That's going to take you anywhere you need to go. Trust me, I've ran the rivers quite a bit with a carburetor 15, this is an EFI. It would take me 2 months and I don't know how many miles to actually run that thing out of gas with a 6-gallon tank. You don't want to have bad gas. You get a smaller tank, save yourself the trouble, and might as well because you save some space. Another battery box back here. Got our switch panel also covered right here as well. Got the bilge pump. We got our stern and bow lights, and we got our master. Keep it simple. We don't need a whole lot of wiring. And there is 2 fish finders. So one in the bow, like you saw, and one for the stern, which will go right here. I just got to get some mounts for. Plenty of rod storage. We got 2 rod holders off of the back, so you ever trolled, that'd be good, or fishing for catfish along a creek or a main river, these would be super handy to have. Also have some right here in the corner that were put in as well. As far as the lights, just got our bow and stern lights easily stored away. Garmin wires and everything nicely tucked. I did all this stuff on another video that'll come out. But yeah, really happy with this build. Now, I'm really excited to have a EFI outboard. I have a 40 Tohatsu EFI. That thing's been fantastic. And I've been a fan of Suzuki for quite some time. We had a Suzuki King Quad. That thing is from like 1996. It's still running today. Granted, few small issues at this point, but I don't know how many miles and hours it has on it. So I'm hoping for the same reliability out of this. EFI is going to make it really nice. You don't have to worry about the carburetor as much. Plus, it's a pressurized system. Only thing is, you still need to run it. just use some non-ethanol fuel. Try to run out of a tank every 6 months, and you ought to be good to go. If you can't run it out of gas in 6 months, well, EFI systems, you want to keep gas in, so just go ahead and empty the gas tank, put it in your car, fill it back up with some fresh fuel, and run it so you can get some fresh gas through the system. But man, for a 10-year-old engine, this thing is super clean. I checked out the fuel filter, checked out the oil up top, made sure it went through the gears. I haven't cracked the lower gear case to see how the oil is in that, but I don't think there's going to be an issue considering how nice the rest of this engine looks. The other beauty of having something as small as a 15, you want something robust, you want something that has, you know, additional safeguards. While this does have electric start, if something happened, the electric start didn't work, you got a backup pull cord. That is a really big thing to have while you're out in the woods. So that's one of the main reasons I wanted something like this. Another beauty of this engine, you don't know what you're going to run into, swamps, stumps, you're going to go through light mud, stuff like that. This actually has a kick-up feature, which I haven't seen on too many others. You lift that up, and this engine will actually kick up if you run into any obstacles. Really, really happy about that. That's going to save your lower transom. And this thing is still a pretty robust lower unit. Some of them have gotten to be a little bit lighter in nature, or they don't look as robust, I'll put it that way. I really don't know the quality. Now, in terms of the trailer, we have, like I said, this magic tilt. I like these bunks. As long as you have bunk guides, that's going to be really helpful, especially if current. If you're launching in the swamp when the river's high and whatnot, you're going into flooded timber. This is really going to help get on. Now, it's a little bit harder to see if you're in a truck. This is not bad, but from a truck, you may want to consider guideposts if you don't already have bunks. If you have bunks already on the trailer, don't worry about it. The only concern I have is that these guides come quite a bit far out from the back of the trailer. We'll have to see how that does over time. That's really that's my only primary concern at this point, is how robust are these going to be. But we'll just have to figure that out as we go along. Another beauty of this Alumacraft that I really like, when you're launching into shallow ramps, maybe hard with mud, I've broken off I don't know how many of these transducers. This is actually on a handle that lifts up, so you can see this sits a couple inches above the back of the boat. And I can get this to adjust to even go further up, so when you back up into mud on shallow ramps, you're not going to destroy your transducers as long as they're lifted up. Pull the pin, push them down, and you have them set at the correct height yet again. Really nice little touch there. But yeah, this is going to be the new swamp buggy, at least when the water is high. Really excited to get out here and use it, but this is just kind of the first walk around we have. Only a couple small things I can do, possibly replace this little winch line up here, get some dust caps for the bearings, so those aren't a nightmare to get cleaned out in order to put grease in every once in a while. But yeah, really great stuff here. I forgot to mention this, but it is important. I'm pulling this behind the Pioneer. This boat is light enough, it easily gets pulled by that, and quite frankly, as long as you have a 500cc ATV, this is going to be under the weight capacity just because it's a light John boat. I'd be shocked if it weighed 1,000 to 1,200 pounds. So that's one of the other reasons I really wanted this light and easy to tow of ATVs down these really muddy and dirt roads. Well, there we have it, an introduction into the new boat. I'm really looking forward to using this thing, and I hope y'all are looking forward to seeing videos with it in use. But guys, that's going to do it for today's video. I do hope you enjoyed. If you did, please make sure to share, like, subscribe for more, and as always, thanks for watching.